Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. Some Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get your Ken Bozak.
And we're live, bros and broette. How goes it?
Goes well.
Chillin'.
How you doing?
Yeah, man. It's so good to have you all here. We have a surprise guest co-host for everybody. Go say hi and send love to Nathan today. But we have Miss Teen Crypto co-hosting. And we have our guests, Justin and Mark of Light45 today, talking about, I would say, the music evolution 2.0, where we've seen, vinyl turn to CD, turn to streaming, now turn to tokenization. And I'm really excited to have you both on the show. I feel like you guys are breaking ground and basically setting, history for music with NFTs here. If you don't mind introducing yourselves to the audience, I guess start with a little bit about how you got into crypto and how that led you to bringing your music into the space with NFTs.
Yeah, that sounds good. Why don't you start introducing and then I'll go.
Yeah. My name is Mark. I am the bass player in a band called Light45.
My name is Justin. I'm the lead singer, and we're both the co-founders of Light45. And in terms of crypto and blockchain technology and everything, I was turned on to Bitcoin, purchased my first in 2013, really, understood fundamentally the value of what was going on in terms of, the accountability and the privacy and the ability to not place the entire life's work in the hands of some bureaucratic banker puppets or the bankers themselves that could destroy everything at their own whim if they just decided in the morning they wanted to hand it over to somebody else. So that was my kind of foray into cryptography and blockchain technology. And we have had this band for 14 years?
14 years, yep.
Yeah. So, and in that time, it's like when you got two great passions, you kind of want to merge them somehow. So we decided, we're always pushing the boundaries. Like we do things that a lot of people don't do. We had the world's first guitar infused beer.
Wait! You can't just pass over that. Wait, say that again.
Yeah, we had the world's first guitar infused beer.
Guitar infused beer.
Yeah, so
elaborate, please.
So the guitar I used in on Decibels, which is our first EP, which was kind of the one that put us on the map a little bit. It had of the 4 singles we released to radio, 3 of them got on the top 30, and you got on like Discovery Channel and a lot of other places for music and backgrounds of TV shows. But the guitar I used on that, one of them anyway, we took it out in the woods and smashed it on a rock. And then we took the guitar and we took the pieces to a local brewer. It's called Grand Rounds now. It's the same brewers as South by Southeast, and had an awesome time because the brewmaster there, she was it's like the second female brewmaster in the world. She worked for Guinness International for quality assurance there.
Nice.
And we made a beer out of it, They literally took parts of the guitar, steeped it in the giant vat of beer, and we made a beer called Steeped, which is the name of our first single.
Dude, that is pretty badass.
Oh my gosh. I wish you
cool.
could tokenize that.
I know. Yeah.
I still have 3 of them left. Is there a way?
Oh, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
I've got one, but
See, I'm still learning about all this stuff, so I'm not going to probably say a whole lot. Maybe ask a couple questions, but
Yeah, no,
What?
NFC, near field communication, or RFID, sort of like how you use your credit card to tap and pay now. You could put something similar to that on like the back of a beer label or under the cap or in the beer itself. I don't know what sanitary wise, probably on the back of the label. And when you tap your phone to the beer, it would take you directly to the NFT that would be associated as a sort of like a proof of ownership, a certificate of authenticity and proof that I own that beer that's in the fridge. I have the NFT that when you tap your phone to it in my crypto wallet.
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, let's go off on this. Like theoretically, then you could tie that to a smart contract too, where we would have to show up within 24 hours and drink it with the people, right?
Yeah. Or a
That'd be
smart
great.
contract would trigger and a pool just pays me out because you didn't make it there in time.
Yeah, right. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun, like I said earlier, I think, before we went on air was, it's all really up to our imaginations and playing around and doing quite literally whatever we want to do with this. It's only limited to our imaginations right now. And
True.
hitting a wall is just take more time, think a little bit and play around some more. But I love what you are doing with your NFTs. Did you want to touch on this one first? I'll bring it up for the audience so they can see it. The Light45 concert NFT. I have this up now for them to see. I think if I can do this right, I can share my screen. There we go. You should be able to see that now, right, guys?
Yeah.
Boom,
all
boom,
good.
shakalaka. Yeah.
Perfect.
So this is the what we try to do is, we like crossing the boundaries between the theory and the physical world. Like that's kind of one of the things we really try to do with everything we do. Hence the beer, the infused beer, trying to tie that into the history and the story of what we do. So what we wanted to do with this one is for the first purchaser of this, not counting the travel and lodging expenses, of course, but we gave a real low ball price for us to be able to come and do a concert anywhere in the world. So this isn't our normal asking price. It's not, what we would normally do, but it's just a way where we can kind of help the community, help the whole concept of NFTs and kind of bridge that gap a little bit between the physical world and the virtual NFT world. So.
And it has
Wow.
2 days and 4 hours left on bidding.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, it's up to $16.95 already. Great. Woohoo!
Yeah, somebody. Oh, wait, I got an echo. Sorry. Somebody likes patterns. They put 0.4747. So that might be like their favorite number or lucky number. I see that a lot in this space. I would predict the next one will probably either be 0.666 or 0.69. Something like that. People
Well, as we're a Christian rock
like
band,
to
I
bid
always
in
have the
fun
666
numbers.
one.
Yeah. People like to bid in those numbers, like fun numbers. Like, I'm surprised, it just jumped past 0.420 or something. Like,
Right.
yeah,
You know, and this
I
is-
see you, Philip, in the chat. He agrees exactly. Thanks, man.
This is like this is one of I don't know if you got the other NFTs up too, but
Oh, I do. I have the
yeah.
this one here, the Rockin' Doc NFT.
Yeah, so let's talk about that one. So this one was a blast actually because we took a camera and normally when we do something it's like uber polished, we I want to say no expense spared. That makes it sound kind of prideful, but the reality is we haven't made any money on our band because we push every last dime back into production. So, but with this one, it was kind of the opposite. It's very raw in that we took a camera like literally into our studio where we made the song, where we recorded the song. Everything was done there except for the actual mixing, which was done by a gentleman named Skid Mills in Nashville. And man, we just went through every last part of it, what it's about, the story, the weird mashup of musical influences from Motorhead to Red Hot Chili Peppers to Linkin Park to some other people as well. We took every part, guitar part, the solo, the drums, we talked about what we loved about it and what just gets us going, and the hard parts and the mistakes that turned into actually making it on the record and all that stuff. I mean, anything else you want to?
No, I mean, that's about it. It's an inside look to how we wrote a song, I guess, for one,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. And we don't let a lot of people in our studio, it's like, we don't want a lot of people to know where it is, I guess. So it's kind of cool, something that kind of inside peek, not that it's like, some crazy extravagant place or anything, but
well, we've heard too that this is the first documentary tied to an NFT, so we're trying to break history, going to history with that. So we're really pumped about that.
That's so awesome. I love how you're bringing a personal story and merging it with NFT technology. Have you guys always been into content creation and documentaries, or is this just something you've done just for the sake of the NFT?
This one was almost entirely for the NFT. We've done some brief things before we release a single. We might talk about it a little bit and release that.
we talked about doing a lot of stuff, but
yeah, we've recorded we record almost a tremendous amount of stuff, whether it's audio or video, but it's almost for like the someday if we really hit it really big, we'll actually have this footage and somebody else can make a doc out of it rather than us putting it together or anything like that. So yeah, this is pretty much the single use case for this documentary was this NFT.
Wow.
Yeah, and that one here,
the signed art, and this one's only like $5 or $6. Oh, and you can buy it directly. There's about 303 editions left. Let me post that link in the chat. And this is on ghostmarket.io, probably my second favorite marketplace for NFTs. Everybody knows I'm like a wax fanboy, but not a wax maximalist. I do buy Ghost Market NFTs. I have a Phantasma wallet. So what is it? Echo? Yeah, Echo. ECTO wallet. That's the one I use when I go shopping around. Let me see if I can actually afford this. Do I have anything on that exact wallet? No active wallet. Let me sign in then. Yeah, Phantasma. Login. Oh, boy, it just worked.
Boom.
All right, let me start back over.
And this one might just be the digital art, I think. Is that correct?
Why is it not keeping me logged in when I do that? All right, I guess what do I have to search? Every time I click on that link, it didn't take me to where I needed to go. Let me see.
Yeah, and I heard that there might be a little bit of tech issues this morning, but I don't know any details. I don't know if this is part of that or if it's something else. So.
Yeah, I was talking to Scott earlier. I think this one might work.
Have you guys sold tickets to a live concert as an NFT yet, or is that something you plan to do in the future? Just curious.
I'd love to. I think we'd be very open to it. The part of the difficulty right now is that it's kind of hard to set things up as easily as it is to do in other ways right now. So especially with the limited limited community, because a lot of the NFT owners are all around the world, and getting them, the amount of work to put in to sell a ticket for a local show, for an independent band like us with very limited resources, I don't know if it would be at this point in time ready for that or not. I think the tools are being developed for it, but we're not quite there personally yet.
Definitely. I think it'll get there eventually. I know there is something that a lot of people and projects have been using, POAPs, proof of attendance protocol. So I feel like that's something you guys could look into as well. So if someone shows up to your concert, you could say, okay, here's your NFT showing that you proving that you showed up. And if people, start going to your concerts on the regular and are big fans of you guys and collect all these proof of attendance NFTs, then it proves that they're real fans. And it's also memorabilia. I know a lot of concerts or events I've been to where I lost a physical ticket and I was so bummed out. I was like, wow, I just lost the memory. But if it was an NFT, I'd have it in my wallet and I check it anytime I want. So that's also something cool for concerts.
That's a great idea, because then you could also, if people purchased an NFT ticket, if they had other NFTs they purchased, you could give VIP access or other things based on previous NFT purchases as well, which would be really, really awesome.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. And I just want to throw in that I love your mug, by the way. I caught that. I like the office. It's very zesty.
Yeah, I got it for Father's Day.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. That's great. What made you guys, form your band? I don't know if you guys discussed your backstories too much. How did you guys find each other, come together?
It's kind of funny, actually, in a way. No matter what, we were gonna end up jamming together. I guess I'll start with that, because me and my brother started jamming together. So my brother used to be in the band too, and we were jamming together, and we're like, man, we need to find guitar player, maybe singer, and a drummer. Well, and he's like, I met this guy. He's like, he plays guitar and sings, and he's got a drummer. We should get together and jam with him. I'm like, oh, cool. I met this drummer that's got a guitar player who also sings. So let's jam with your guy. We'll set up a time to go jam with my guy. We show up there. He was the guitar player for the drummer I met. The drummer was the drummer for him that my brother met. So it's like, this is meant to be, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, we just jammed, and we wrote our first song that night, and we've been...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It was song at first sight.
Pretty crazy.
Song at first sight.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we played only in a basement for 2 years. We were at a point, just personally, where we just kind of, I'll just speak for myself. Mark is the kind of guy, he'd play live every single day if he could. So I was at a different state in my life where I just needed some time to just play for for myself, for God, and just for the love of music, and not for people and fans and anything else. And so, yeah, we spent 2 years just playing and writing in a basement, never knowing if we would play a live show. And then just felt like we should, at one point, led that we should go out and play a show. And I think our first show, we were under a different name. Black, White, Gray.
Yeah, Black, White, Gray, yeah.
I like that.
There's that, and then it was Knelt next, and then we were...
Knelt, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had, that first show we played with, I think, Spoken and one other band. That was a lot of fun, but it was, we quickly changed out some bandmates. We've gone through 4 drummers now. We added another guitarist who, I don't know, but this song, What Light Remains, there's a guitar solo in there with Ian, our new guitarist, and he is just phenomenal. He's one of the, we've jammed with a lot of world-class musicians in our day, but he is one of the absolute best. He can stand up there with anybody. So yeah, it's been an evolution of 14 years to get to this point. And along the way, it's life is short. So we decided that we're just going to dump a ton of money into the experience of being in a rock band. So the music video for The Maze, we knew we wanted to build an actual maze or go to an actual maze somewhere and shoot it. And we researched, I can tell you every maze.
Like an actual labyrinth?
Yes. Yeah. So,
he knows every maze, every desert, I think, in the world.
3 months of looking on Pinterest and YouTube and everywhere for every maze in the world. And The only ones that really looked even close were there was one in Iraq, and it was just too dangerous to go there with the band and everything. So finally, we decided we're going to build a maze. We spent 3 months building a maze. We hired a really great high-end videographer from, at that time, Kentucky.
Mhm.
We all went out to a small little spit of a desert in Southeast Oregon for one day. And we figured we got one day to do this. We're going to set it up before the sun rises, shoot as much footage as we can until we either get kicked off or or we've shot the entire video and then we're gone,
And
Yeah,
that's what we did.
yeah, that was a blast. Just a blast.
Wow, I could tell that the energy is really there. Like you guys really care about what you're doing and you're so passionate. I love that you guys stuck with it for 14 years, even though you've had some people come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Part of it is I married his sister, and so it
Oh.
family reunion's really awkward if we broke the band up right now.
So we'll stick together at least.
That's
You guys are so
awesome.
funny.
I love it. So, I was looking at that NFT where I lost the link, but let me see if I can find it. The NFT where if somebody were to purchase it, you said anywhere in the world. Now, is there anything like, where, either one of you would love to go and a place that you would like that would be like a bummer if you had to go perform there? Like, is there anywhere like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
because I feel like there was a musician who did something like this, and I don't remember who. Was it Pitbull? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Pitbull. I think he got sent to Alaska to perform at a Walmart because the internet had a say in it. So
Wow, that's amazing.
Hey, if Walmart wants to buy that NFT and we'll go play at Walmart.
in Alaska.
Sure.
We're from Minnesota, so that's Alaska. It's not that cold to us. I think the place I'd probably like to go perform, Red Rocks would be great. I'd like to play Red Rocks.
That would be great.
It'd be an amazing place. Just the natural amphitheater. Yeah, that'd be incredible. Not like to play. I think Afghanistan right now would be a bit iffy. I probably won't want to go there.
Yeah, but they might need it, man. They might need it. Just
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
like Bill and Ted 3, you know what I mean? Like one song to just like bring world peace.
Oh man, I hope so. If we can even have a teeny impact, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think I found that one. This one right here. All right. Give me the art NFT. Nope, that might not be it. I'm trying to find the right link for the chat so I can repost these.
The one that I'm most excited about though of all these NFTs is the Cross Boundaries one. Like that one is cool to me because it's another one where it bridges the NFT with the physical world. So we're doing what you talked about earlier at the back of the beer label. We're embedding a QR code to the NFT right on the art. And we only released 3 of them. They're already sold. So each one of these pieces of art, it's going to be signed, and the art itself, it's our What Light Remains image. But when we got the image back, there was a layer on top of it where they color graded it. So it was originally kind of vibrant colors, and they subdued it to make it kind of dark and contrasty, and that's what made it to the actual single art. But I thought for the NFT, it looks so cool with full color too. So I thought, let's just release this only as the NFT, So it's actually the physical piece of art that you can hang on the wall with the QR code of the NFT.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
That's
Sorry,
great.
I hear an echo sometimes when I talk. My bad. That's pretty cool that you just got to do something like that, though. So I'm curious, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat knows why, because Ghost Market's the place for music. But what drew you to ghostmarket.io for NFTs?
Relationships, really, more than anything. So Scott Gallagher is a really good friend of ours. He's been involved with Ghost Market and the Phantasma chain in particular. And so we, knowing him and as a person and what an incredible, beautiful soul he is, we had a chance to meet some of the other stakeholders in Phantasma, and we're like, you know what, part of life is supporting people you really believe in, and we really believe in them as people. So that's why we want to be a part of that particular ecosystem.
Yeah, I have a lot of faith behind what they're doing as far as bringing different industries like music and entertainment into the NFT space in a safe and comfortable way too. Like Ghost Market's great for music NFTs. Most musicians, when they ask me where should they do their NFT, depending on what they're doing, if they're trying to do something crazy or whatever, it might be different. But if they're just trying to release their music and do things, along the lines of what you're doing, like I always say, use Ghost Market for music NFTs.
Yeah, it seems like a good place, and the tri-chain aspect of it is appealing as well. You quickly convert things and things of that nature. So
yeah, of course, I would have the live stream when they have like an update today, and I was trying to buy one of these, but it wouldn't let me. It's hilarious.
oh no. I'll check
No,
that.
I'm gonna keep clicking around until I can get it to work because I was gonna try to give one of these away. So let me see if oh wait, yeah, number 22. Oh, that's my lucky number. All right, let's see if this works real quick.
So you guys listen to the song too?
Yeah.
I got it. It worked. I bought them.
Oh yeah, nice.
All right, so now all you have to do in the chat is go to ghostmarket.io, set up the Phantasma wallet, and get your address. Comment that below, and I have 2 NFTs now I can give away because I just bought them.
Boom! Thanks, dude.
In my wallet
Appreciate
already.
that, Ken.
That's what's up. So let me see. Yep, got it. So yeah, guys, if you're in the chat, you don't have a Phantasma wallet, get it set up. Go to ghostmarket.io. Get a Phantasma. I use I don't even know, is it Ecto, ECTO, right? Like Echo or whatever.
I use the Poltergeist wallet, I think. Is what I use.
Poltergeist, yeah. I use both, but this is the one I just happened to have like pinned to my toolbar up top. Have you shopped around on Ghost Market at all, Miss Teen Crypto?
I actually haven't, and this is my first time looking at it, and I cannot believe I haven't looked at Ghost Market before. I mean, I've looked at it, but I haven't like dived in, I guess. So I'm just like soaking all this information in right now. There's just so many marketplaces that are popping up. Sometimes it's just crazy. I just don't know where to look. And like one day there's Mintable, and then like there's just so many things going on. But I was looking before, and I saw that Ghost Market gives you the opportunity to buy in Sol or in ETH, which I think is very awesome. A lot of diversity there, a lot of zest thrown in there, not just one currency.
And they have like social currencies. Different projects have their different tokens, and on the marketplace, you could sell your assets for your own currencies.
Wait, so like if I had like a teeny coin, I could sell my NFTs for teen?
Probably.
That was so dope.
Let me see if I can bring that part up for the chat here.
That'd be so cool. Would you guys consider having your own token one day or coin to give utility maybe? Like if you own a certain amount of coins, I could like have you guys like, I don't know, sing a song with me.
Oh, that would be cool. If you could make an NFT
cool.
to work with you guys, that would be pretty badass.
I think we're open to something like that. It's,
yeah, have a
more. I tell you what, more than anything, what I want to do is I want to facilitate with our band the adoption of the technology, and I think the long-term use case is for a better way to pay musicians in like streaming services and any form of digital content that's currently, like, you wouldn't believe, man, when we release a song and let's say it gets put on a cable TV channel, right? We have to wait over a year before we even find out it was there and get paid. Like, that's how ridiculous it is. And that's if
unless we get lucky and someone's like, hey, we heard your song on this.
Yeah.
We still don't get paid, but at least we know we're gonna.
wow.
Yeah, and that's assuming that the production people, remember to write it down, send it into our performance rights organization. So, I mean, this is such a better way to do business.
There's a lot of stuff that gets missed.
So this was one of the first music NFTs I bought on Ghost Market. And yeah, I have the NFT in my wallet right here. And when I click on it, boop, the music video or music with the video file right here. Just it's there, so I could just like
Nice.
instead of having like my music on iTunes, I have it in my wallet, and now I actually own it, right? Like when you buy a song on iTunes, you don't really buy it. You're just paying for permission to listen to it because you don't own it. You can't resell it.
Yep, that's
Yep.
exactly right.
And my newer assets are right here. So I got this one available for the giveaway in the chat, and this one here. It's my lucky number though. It's
Nice.
22 out of 200. 222.
Sweet.
Look at that.
That's great.
Awesome.
It's so cool to see this, you guys. It's just crazy.
So let me see. Now that it seems to be working pretty seamlessly, if I click here, let me see. That one. It should
Buying
just
NFT.
work. Checked out. Yeah,
Damn.
so it worked that quick. So yeah, you can go ahead and pick up some of their art right here on ghostmarket.io. I can post that link again in the chat.
And I think we have some that have the song embedded too, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see if I can find that part right here then.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Includes a high quality song. Oh, art plus high quality wave of the song. Yep. There you go.
All right, now how do I unlock that? This is Infusion. No.
I wish I had Scott on the hotline right now. He'd tell me right away.
Yeah, no, I see Scott in the chat. Find the Infusion tab. Yeah, I know that part. NFTs infused into that NFT. Yeah, it's right here. I clicked that, but when I did, it's like, yeah, I guess the site's still updating, bro. That's the only thing. I knew where to go. Scott's like, go to Infuse. I did that, but then it bugged out. But yeah, it's you can just like. I love the Infusion part too, because it's almost like you could sell an album with different singles inside of it and things like that.
Different art, different, one thing that Scott said that I love is in the days of, thankfully vinyls are coming back. I'm a huge vinyl fan, but you know how you get that physical thing and you pull out the insert, you could leaf through and see pictures, you can do other stuff. It's like, you can do that again now, and
that's exactly how I see it when it comes to the Infusion one. They're like, like that physical vibe that you would get.
Yeah, and there's some pride in knowing that it's not just out there for everybody, and it's it can make fans again in that way, which is really cool.
Yeah, NFTs bridge the gap between the creators and their community. So it's just, you feel more a part of the community now that you feel like you own a part of you guys, like owning a song or even owning your concert. I feel like if I got, actually got to purchasing this, which I probably will, that I feel like I'm a part of you guys and that I own a part, and that I feel like I'm a part of your journey at that point.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really love that.
And it's in such a financial way, so much better for us too. Like every time a song is streamed on Spotify or something, we get 1/10 of a penny or something ridiculous like that. I mean, it takes an insane amount of listens just to buy a coffee, let alone fund the next song or album or something like that. So this is a way where the fans, like by an order of magnitude, can actually help artists that they believe in, whether it's us or any other artist.
Well, you're doing that in return. However much your community is helping you, you're contributing tenfold on that value. What this provides the ability to do is, how you said, like listening to it on like Spotify gives you 10 cents per play. Well, in a sense, everybody who owns an NFT or something that of like that sense is almost like having equity in you. Like
absolutely
they earn based on your success. So now you have people that can not to say like profit from, but profit with or rise with you. So like next thing you know, you're doing a fucking Super Bowl concert somewhere, you know what I mean? And somebody's gonna be like, wow, I got one of their NFTs. Like that adds value to not just you, but you add value to the people who provided value to
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
So it's a very cyclical, like, circle of energy. It's,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? It's
Every
self-charging.
everyone's investing in each other at the end of the day.
Yes.
Everyone's believing in each other and you're forming a community. And I feel that a lot of people might feel like they're closer with you guys than maybe a mainstream artist that you could only access their Spotify songs or buy them on iTunes, like we were talking about before. But to actually
Yeah.
own your songs, it feels like we're a part of your success, like Ken was saying. So it's kind of it's a vibe for sure. It's a vibe.
And that's what I like you mentioned the vinyl feeling, because we know only certain amount of vinyls were made or whatever, right? And we know how many of these NFTs are made, right? So I think like there was a batch of like 300, and now I have one,
Mhm.
and there's only
Yeah.
299 other people that could possibly. If somebody buys a few, now there's even less people, and that
Right.
scarcity, I think, adds a lot of value to it as well. But not just financially, just like I don't know what the word is for like cherishing something, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
when you have something that is very scarce, and it, like a hat from a concert, like that hat was only
Yeah.
available at that concert. You can get a knockoff one, but you didn't buy it at the concert. That's why it means so much to me, and I feel like NFTs kind of provide that nostalgic value that we usually have with physical things.
Yeah,
Couldn't
it's
agree
kind
more.
of a sentimental value almost.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that's been lost over the last decade. So you're right.
It
That's
really
really great to bring that
has.
back.
Because everything feels
Exactly.
like we can just download it again.
Yeah.
We can just go down the internet, download it again, and we don't have that. We have like it's forever feel. Like we take it for granted, but when things
Mhm.
are scarce, and decentralized and permission and all these things that really make the metaphysical feel physical, and it ties the
Yeah.
ability to have sentiment to it. We see the timestamp on the blockchain. We know this file, this NFT was made way back when on this date at this time.
Mhm.
Now, when you download something from the internet that's not on the blockchain, it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't. We take it for granted. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to us.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
just not right click download no more. We gotta own our stuff.
Yes, exactly. No more right click download. It doesn't hit the same.
And no, it doesn't. Knowing that, I actually own something, it's also a sense of, it's kind of empowering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prideful, right? You have pride in
Yes.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
like I own one of your original NFTs. There's pride in that. Knowing that we were with like a lot of people that have owned your NFT since you've been creating them, they feel sentimental. They've been with you since the ground floor of your NFT creation.
Yeah.
So it is sentimental value and it's following you along your journey.
That's cool.
So it's so cool. I love
You
it.
guys are cool.
Thanks,
You're
guys.
cool.
Yeah, we
So
like you.
the chat definitely wants me to remind, and I will. All right, I got Scott in the chat. I'm a huge fan of Ghost Market, like for real, like fanboy kind of like what they did with Kevin Smith and Clerks 3 was like
Yeah.
absolutely legendary. So I wasn't, but the chat won't stop. So I got it, like, there's my friends out in New York City, Yoshi Drops, and they're doing some really cool things with music on Wax. So
Yeah.
there are other blockchains, and I don't see any reason why not to, kind of do multiple NFT type projects on multiple blockchains. Sort of how you have t-shirts, you have hats, you have your CDs. I
Sure.
feel like, a lot of any industry, honestly, anybody from like comedy to music to whatever, like doesn't really realize they could touch on different marketplaces like eBay and Amazon, right? Like,
Yeah.
why only
Exactly.
have an eBay store? Why not have both, right? Some people prefer Amazon over eBay. Why would you limit your customer base? I feel like some people prefer certain blockchains over others, and to spread out different diverse opportunities for people to collect things. So I would definitely love to introduce you guys to my buddy in the chat, David. I see you, bro, and the guys over at Yoshi Drops that are working on Wax. But I do kind of prefer Ghost Market when it comes to my music collection. I'll be honest, guys. But
Yeah. It's a cool market.
it really is, and I love what they're doing as far as like the outreach. it's been all based on utility. None of this gimmicky bullshit that I've seen on so many other platforms where like Soldier Boy releases NFTs where he gives you back all your shit coins you gave him. It's like, what? Why can't I just go to a Soldier Boy concert? It was that easy. It would have been that easy.
Mhm.
And it's just great to see, you know, Scott and everybody over there directing people like yourselves to kind of do this in an ethical and enjoyable way.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I couldn't agree more. And, you know, they just did Scott announced recently too that they're doing an artist fund as well, where they're starting to pool resources, and they're not sure how they're going to distribute it yet, but, you know, another way to use this technology to help. Because I tell you what, you know, it's like the hurricane going through the South right now, how that comes in and just kind of decimates an economy and everything else. That's what the pandemic did for musicians. You know, we had shows lined up all year last year. Every single one of them was canceled. The only show we played was because one of the festival owners invited us to a private party on their farm, and that was it. I mean, we lost a tremendous amount of opportunity and income and everything else last year. And so to see people like the people at Phantasma and Ghost Market and everywhere else that they rise up and they want to help and do what they can with the resources that we have, which I guess is what it's all about, right? I mean, that's what you're doing right now, you know?
Well, I know Miss Teen Crypto might be able to touch on this more than myself. She's kind of been like immersed in the metaverse, but there's been a lot of performers, you know, selling tickets to venues that are virtual that you can't attend without owning an NFT to get into that virtual bubble. Sort of like, you know, right now, Burning Man. I just went to Burning Man last night with some of the people, Miss Teen, after that thing with Jerome. I went to Burning Man in VR, and I was there in Burning Man in the middle of the desert, like partying. Dude, it was awesome. And yeah, there's people playing music on stages and shit. Dude, I was just blown away. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll come back to Burning Man. Like, this is great. So Decentraland, Crypto Voxels, and AltSpace VR, there's so many places where you could start selling tickets now, or, you know, like maybe we could get like a Phantasma of the Ghost Market, I don't know, Phantom of the Opera, spin on words, concert going, and do something in the metaverse, because it would be really cool to see you guys, like, you know, feel like you're back at it again without having to worry about these lockdowns, because it has been such a bummer, you know, on the whole world, especially for those that, you know, live on that type of an economy that really needs social engagement. So I think the metaverse could provide that. And I don't know, Miss Teen, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot that you can do in the metaverse. Even if it was in alt space, let's say, you guys could have the ability to put a screen just like you are now, have the camera on you and put you in this virtual room, and you could be at the billboard and all your fans could be in the audience in alt space, just like jamming out, and they could physically see you. You guys could have a camera on you. So there's a lot that you can do in the metaverse to actually implement your concerts and make and feel that connection again. Because me and Ken were in alt space last night, and, you know, although we didn't have a headset, we couldn't move our arms, we still felt like we were with people, we were with community. And to see concerts and have that opportunity to be brought together again and have that feeling of community, fun, enjoyment, I think you guys would enjoy it. I mean, if you want to get a feel for alt space, I'll be posting a link on my Twitter in a little bit for tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you want to join Jerome and I from Blockchain Universe, he's the one that sets up all these amazing rooms, and we play blockchain games. So if you guys want to get into blockchain gaming and talk a little bit more about alt space in the metaverse, definitely come talk with us tonight.
That's another thing I feel like musicians aren't, you know, thinking on, but I know like it's already on the mainstream's peripheral, you know, getting your song into a video game, or there's a lot of blockchain game development right now where
that's a great point.
Dude, they're dying for unique sounds that they could get, that they could use in the background of their games, and I just feel like they don't have enough, like so many silent gameplays in my life right now, you know what I mean? Like
Wait, Ken, I have a question. Have you ever played GTA? Is this, I don't know, because I remember seeing my cousins play, and is there like there's a radio on
Yeah, I
GTA
was
that you
thinking that
could
with Super
you could
Crypto
change
Cart. How cool would that be if we could play the radio in Super Crypto Cart and just like tune into Light
exactly.
45?
Oh
Exactly. Like I
man.
have their NFT in my ETH wallet from Ghost Market, let's say, and then Chain Games is on ETH as well. So imagine if I could just like pull that NFT of the song, put it in Super Crypto Card, be jamming
Exactly.
out.
If you own it,
Oh
you can hear
my
it.
There
gosh.
you go.
Game over. Game over. We're making our own game. We're doing a Light 45 game. We'll be
Sweet.
riding
Heck
cars at the
yeah.
speed of light. I don't even know. We're gonna implement light into everything. Light's gonna
Let's
be
do it.
brought into the metaverse, into video
Yes.
games. Let's go.
But yeah,
Let's
that's exactly
go.
what I was thinking. It's like you read my mind. I was thinking like Super Crypto Cart, Grand Theft Auto kind of a style, like where there's music in the game. And I just feel like that's something, it's still an early opportunity. There's so many games being developed in this space, and it would just,
Yeah.
just something I feel like not many musicians are aware of.
Imagine in Blankos, Ken. I just downloaded Blankos the other day, and it's this like game like Blankos Block Party. So you're basically like a little character, and like people build their own like kind of world, like an obstacle course, let's
Yeah,
say.
it's sort of
And
like a speed running obstacle course.
yes, imagine if like I had an NFT of their song, and then like I'm like playing it, and I'm like in a block party, and I like see like little pictures of them jamming out in Blankos. Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah.
This is too much.
This is
too much. I'm
why
so
the chat was
right now.
excited talking about Yoshi because the Uplift
excited.
has the concerts, so they're gonna be doing concerts and stuff, and it's basically like Minecraft. It's Minecraft,
It's
and you
Minecraft.
just log into
Yeah.
a server, and
Huh.
they're doing a lot in Minecraft. So like there's just again like all these virtual opportunities that are out there that
Wow.
it's just super early right now.
Well, we are totally game. We only know our part of this ecosystem really, but hook us up, you guys. We're totally interested in this. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, we're connected through
Yes.
Scott, so I'll get and I'll get you guys in my Telegram DMs and introduce you to some people I think that would used to have a lot of fun with, especially since you seem to be like really interested in moving into this space and
Yeah.
moving forward as a band. And I don't know, like where do you see that like music in the next 5 to 10 years, where probably more musicians own their masters, and producers and these studios don't have perpetual ownership over musicians.
Mhm.
Like what does that look like in a decade or so for musicians or yourselves?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's already moving that direction, but I mean, it's of course not as fast as anybody wants it. That's a good question though. For 10 years from now, I think it's going to be a lot more independent that way.
Here's where I hope it's going, is that one thing that I dislike right now is it's really difficult to find underground music. It's everywhere, right? It is.
Mhm.
It's everywhere, but to actually find good underground music, it's like I yearn sometimes for the days of MySpace. I know that's probably before, definitely before you missed Teen Crypto, and maybe even before you can, but it was a treasure trove of just miscellaneous music, and artists were made there, like Al City, he's from here, and we used to book him at a venue that I used to run and stuff. But he got his entire start on MySpace, he just started, his music was going so strong in there. He quit his day job selling groceries and became what he is today, which is a huge success. And, other than the Justin Biebers of YouTube and stuff like that, there really isn't that, that opportunity for the garage bands, it's like Dave Grohl, he does his best to do whatever he can to support the garage bands and get music out there and stuff, but he's one man, you know what I mean? It's like you can only pull so many people on the stage and give them a chance, but like there's got to be more opportunity. Just if I had a button to just hit a random button that would bring up some random song from somebody I've never heard of, that'd be incredible. I would absolutely adore it. I'd happily pay to support them. I think there's a lot of opportunity there, and I think where I'm going at with that is I think the technology is there now, but the tools are still being developed. And I think that's true, not even just, with NFTs, but Bitcoin and other things as well. And the mainstream adoption is going to follow those particular tools as they're developed, and the dApps and everything else. So that's I think part of it. And it's like when the App Store came out, Apple came out with the App Store, and no, they didn't even really have an idea of how it would be used. And all of a sudden they started having commercials of, oh, look at, you can do this, you can do that. And people's minds are just like blown. They're like, oh yeah, wow, there's a whole way of looking at the world that I never anticipated. And so, as early adopters, you guys get it, and you understand that you can use your imagination and just go crazy with it. But I think the general public, for whatever reason, they need things packaged in with a pretty little bow on it. You know what I mean? And it will get there because they're great ideas, and they can't help but not get there. It's just a matter of how they do it, and getting the right people to the table so that it does, I think, is the key thing.
I do worry a little bit about those middlemen just evolving with the times, and unfortunately artists and musicians and entertainers are not so much business people, so they always sort of kind of feel like it's a better idea to always give up that I'll do it myself kind of a thing. So I'm hoping the technology gets to a point that it's so easy people don't have to work with or for anybody because they feel like they're limited to their understanding of the technology, and they just want to work with people because they feel like working with people, not because they feel like they have to, because they can't get, because it still feels kind of gated in that sense where it's like, this is borderless, it's very welcoming to everybody, it is bound to your understanding of the technology.
Absolutely right.
So it still kind of has that gate in front of it for people that don't get it, and I'm hoping that we can kind of keep making that lower and lower until it's just a fence somebody can hop over if they don't understand it.
Well, here's the good news right here. I'm sorry, go ahead, Misty.
No, go off. You're all good.
So I remember, believe it or not, I'm old enough to remember when the internet came out. And there was a day when telling people you had to type HTTP colon backslash www.whatever was an enormous hurdle to get people to understand that concept, to get them to, to actually do it, to know where to go. What is how does this all work? And now it's like my 6-year-old can do it.
We don't even have to. And this is a reminder to everybody who uses the internet. You don't have to even type in www dot ever anymore.
And I still do it out of habit.
I catch people doing it all the time, and I'm just like, I have to be like, hey, you don't have to do that, right? I was really excited when
I type it. I'm like, I don't have to do that.
I was one of those people that were super excited when that update happened. I was just like, what? We don't have to do the World Wide Web dot anymore?
That's so funny. I don't think I've ever had to do that. Like I've always just remembered, just like when I was little, like I remember being at my grandmother's house. She had like this big computer, it looked like a box, and I would just open it and they'd be like, welcome, you got mail. And like that's what I remember. That's like the earliest thing I remember. And just going on YouTube, and at the time, like there wasn't really much on YouTube except for people, just like pulling pranks. And Fred, everyone in Gen Z knows Fred. Do you guys know Fred, the squeaky voice kid?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You're lucky.
Like Gen Z's like person on YouTube was Fred, and he was on iCarly and all of that. So hilarious. But that's what I remember. And I've just seen how much social media has evolved from then, from just YouTube and people posting like fails or funny videos, to Vine, where there were 5 or I think it was 10-second videos at the beginning, Vine, and everyone. That's how a lot of people got famous, like the Logan and Jake Paul, Lele Pons. All these mainstream social media influencers grew from Vine, then over to YouTube, then to Instagram, then Snapchat, then now TikTok. So there's so many ways that people are connecting now.
Wave, and I think people riding that wave are going to have that similar experience to early adopters of those similar platforms, whether it was YouTube or TikTok or whatever. It's ghostmarket.io is that exact kind of a wave to ride as a musician or an entertainer. If you're making those kinds of NFTs, I definitely recommend getting involved in that community. Does
Yes.
anybody remember Stick Death? Yeah, stickdeath.com. That got me like a D plus at best in computer science class because I played way too much Stick Death.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Stickdeath.com.
Yeah, Crack House Cleanup. That was the best one.
Oh my gosh, what?
I'll check it
That's
out, man.
awesome.
Now I know what I'm doing today.
Oh, dude, is this still around, Matt? I see Matthias in the chat. He's the one who brought it up. So,
Not coming up.
I guess to kind of wrap things up here, where do you kind of see yourselves, with your music and NFTs next? Are you going to be consistently releasing music as NFTs and, or like, what's like, do you have something big again? I'm
I
just
think so.
curious, what's your roadmap here?
We're still kind of figuring that out, I think.
Yeah, for us, it's been this was a kind of a case study and a test use case for us and for Phantasma, I think to a degree, and but it's been successful. So we have no reason not to do something that's successful again, and that can fund further music and further engagement.
Your
with
old
fans.
catalog. Just take all your old music and
yeah.
sell every song individually for $1 each, and limit
Yeah.
it to however many you want out there. And now instead of going to iTunes for $1, I can just go to Ghost Market and give you $1 and still get a song.
And own
That's
it.
a really great idea. That's a really
That's
great
true.
idea.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
could even do some of that rare stuff that we might never actually
release
finally,
otherwise.
release otherwise.
So
you know?
yeah, that's where I would say maybe make it like a one of one and auction those kinds of things off to people instead of letting multiple people have that as a collectible. Make it a one of one unreleased and let people have a bid war on it.
It's a great idea.
That would be
I love that.
spicy and get some unlockable content in there. If you buy it, you get like, maybe like before you edited it or something, or just like the sound of the bass or something
dude,
like
the separate
original.
files, that would be the
Oh,
raws.
that
That
would
would
be
be
cool.
fucking sick,
Oh,
dude. I don't know if anybody's
Zest.
released raws yet as an NFT though. Like
Zest.
separate the raw. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody's done that where you could basically use it as a sound kit.
Whoa, that's a great idea.
You can do them all separately. Then whoever buys them has to get it.
Right, like GarageBand, like basically like
song.
GarageBand, you would have to stack them and. Yeah, I don't
That'd
think
be
anybody's
incredible.
done anything like that. But with the fusion shit, it sounds like it'd be a game, like putting together a Matryoshka doll.
You know what would also be really
Wow.
cool? If you guys were on Wax and on Nefty blogs where you could blend things, imagine if like you just had like, just
They
the
don't
track
even know
of your
what blending
voice.
is. You're going
Like,
too
okay, so this is
far.
an example. So imagine you had an NFT of your voice
Yeah.
and then an NFT of the music. And then you could essentially blend those two together. So you basically put it in a blender, you blend it up, and then comes out one NFT of the actual song.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it makes the scarcity factor more. So let's say you only meant 100 of your voice and 100 of the song. People have to burn those two elements, which makes those elements more scarce to get this one NFT. So it's all kind of
And it makes
scarcity.
it kind of a game too. It's more
It
like
is.
gamified music instead of
Yeah.
just buying music. I gotta kind of play a video game and put it together.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I'm having a ball right now.
I love that idea. Yeah,
This is
that's
great.
really cool.
Get it.
I've been excited
And then we
about
could-
this for a long time, man. I've been talking about NFT music probably since 2017, where I was using an example of where we had the MP3 file format, which kind of revolutionized music for like the entire
Yeah, it did.
world. And then we saw the MP4 file format created, which kind of changed the game for music videos to kind of go viral for the first time ever, where you could just release a music video and out of your garage and become viral. People did that on Napster, fucking Napster with MP4 files. Now we're at the MP5 file format, which is just taking the form of .nft instead of .mp5.
That's it. That's exactly right.
Period.
That's exactly right.
So exciting.
Scott
oh my
in
gosh.
the chat's like, this conversation is brilliant, man. This has been a lot of fun. Justin, Mark, shout out to you guys and the bandmates that I guess couldn't make it, right? You said you have a drummer and a guitarist, right? What were their names?
Scott is the drummer, a different Scott than Scott Gallagher. His
Yeah.
Scott Bentley.
That would have been
And
pretty
then-
badass if
That
Scott
would've
came
been
out
so
of left
funny.
field and was like, guess what? I'm the drummer.
We're gonna get him on
What is
stage
it?
eventually.
Yeah. He's been to a lot of concerts too.
He'd
Scott
have to
has.
be the hype man though. You just have to have him do like a lot of this, just a
There you
lot
go.
of the hype man. Like he has
Yeah,
to.
right.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
That's so funny.
Uh,
Go Scott.
Miss Teen
Oh, and
Crypto.
Ian is the other guy. Just make sure I
Oh,
mention him. He's the
Ian,
guitarist.
Scott, Justin, Mark of Light45. Go and check them out. The links are in the description on YouTube. I've been posting the links throughout the chat. We're gonna have to introduce these guys over to Yoshi and get them on wax as well. But right now, Ghost Market is the place to be for music. That's where I'm collecting mine. So just go ahead and check it out if you haven't, and post your Phantasma wallet in the chat below. I have, I think, like 3 of the Light45 NFTs now. So some of them have like
Ooh.
infused content there for you guys in the chat. So post your Phantasma wallet addresses in the comments below. Miss Teen Crypto, thank you for co-hosting. You're like the best bro.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me. I was so excited when I got to co-host today, even though like Nathan is a vibe and I miss him. So Nathan, if you're watching, mwah, mwah, we love you.
Yeah, send some love to Nathan, positive energy, send him some virtual hugs. I can't wait to see him in person. I think he's coming back up to New York next week. So, and I'll be in New York next week. So hopefully I'll get to see Nathan. And you're in New York, so we're all probably going to hang out. We're going to have a
Yes.
day.
Boom, there you go.
We're gonna eat pizza and have Zeppelis and donuts and
I was
eat
just
a
going to
lot
say
of
Krispy
junk.
Kremes. You said pizza. My
Krispy
brain
Kreme.
was like Krispy Kreme.
No, Krispy Kreme. Of course, and you know
If
I
we
love
had
Krispy
enough
Kreme.
time,
Hot
I
donuts.
cut you each a third of some song. So when you get together, you can push play at the same time on your NFTs and you'd have the whole song.
That would be so
That,
amazing.
see, and this is
That
what
would
can
be
be
so
totally
amazing.
made possible. And I know Scott knows that, so I want you to have a lot of fun with this and like, just gamify it, make a jigsaw puzzle album,
Yeah.
and make
Right.
us put it all together. Call it Some Assembly Required. You can use
There you
that
go.
as a free album song title.
Right.
Shit,
That's awesome.
I think I just gave
good.
myself a reason to FOMO in on that one. All right, bros. Thank you for tuning in. Cryptic Crypto. I see you in the chat. Lauren, Scott, thanks for being in the chat. I really do appreciate that. Matthias, Mark, David, dude, thank you so much for tuning in. I know you're a busy bro. The Cute as Fuck collection that he is the creator of is absolutely adorable. We got the Public Awakening was here. I didn't even see you, bro. I'm so sorry. Thanks for tuning in.
That's my bro.
I know, same dude. We had Motorhead Racing here. Matt D was in the chat. We had people on Twitch. We had MDAM over on Twitch. We had Blake on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. Wow, we had a few people on Twitch. Thank you all so much.
Zesty.
Trying to scroll up. Oh, Argo Blue LLC was in the house. Dude, they're always so supportive. Philip Stanley, dude, you're here like every day. I really appreciate it. Vicky, hey, long time no see. How goes it, Vicky?
Hi, Vicky.
Right? D&B, as always, sending my love out to Austin, Dogecoin Kid, Randy in the chat, Zombie 3D Douglas, and everybody who I may have missed, Jonah, everybody, thank you, and as always, have a day.
Right on.
Peace.
See y'all.
Take care.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get your Ken Bozak.